Yeah, we just about heard Rolf in the end. A great crowd in, as you would expect, for a big night here. Of course, some of the players have already played a match. Robertson and Wilson, for instance, this morning. Trump, of course, has played all his matches so far on the main table. He knows he'll have to play well tonight. Thepchaiya is a very, very dangerous opponent.
Your break. Okay. Thank you. First frame.
Judd Trump against Thepchaiya Un-Nooh for a place in the quarterfinals of the German Masters. A packed Tempodrom here. Judd Trump playing his 4th match of the week on the main table. It's been a mixed bag, really. He had a couple of centuries against Lucas Kleckers, who did struggle, the local man, in round 1. It was a bit of a struggle against Matthew Stevens, but last night he was certainly the stronger of the two against Matt Selt. And Thepchaiya Un-Nooh coming on to the main table. He's beaten Zhang Anda. That was a good win, of course, one of the players of the season, and also Jamie Clark. For head-to-head, favours Trump 6 wins to 1, but it was Thepchaiya who won that match on a respot, quarterfinals of the Scottish Open last season, as he knocks in the first ball. You're never quite sure what you're going to get with him. He's a bit erratic, fantastic talent, but if it's not working, it really isn't working. So we'll see which Thepchaiya Un-Nooh we get tonight. I know myself and Alan are looking forward to finding out.
Oh, can't wait for this match. There's a real buzz in the Tempodrom tonight. Thepchaiya. Oh, that is so unfortunate. I mean, I thought for a split second that he was going to play a safety shot. Wow, that was unlucky. Great long red. Even better black, actually. And, yeah, that's so unlucky. So Judd can get about his business.
Needless to say, it's going to be an open match, so it's going to be about who takes their chances. Of course, Trump, well, we'll see this shot again from, I mean, it's horrible what's happened there, isn't it? It's a great pot, actually. He was nicely on the next red. Red's gone in. Yeah, it's going to be who takes their chances. Trump's had 4 centuries this week. He's had 61 this season, so Thepchaiya Un-Nooh well aware of his score and power. He was hoping to just lay down a mark of his own there in frame 1. Let's see if he gets back to the table.
$40. 50.
Yeah, I don't know, but I think part of the trouble that Thepchaiya might have against Judd Trump, I know he doesn't have
20.
a great record against him, is Judd will enjoy playing against Thepchaiya. He knows he's going to get the odd chance without
21.
having to work for it. I agree with Dave, it's going to be wide open, all action.
And one little extra motivation for Trump tonight. He may not be aware of this, but if he wins, he will win that BetVictor European bonus. The only man who could stop him is John Higgins, but Higgins is way behind in terms of the order of merit. He would have to win this and the Welsh. If Trump wins tonight, he's too far clear. 150,000, that is.
28.
Okay, now into the pack of reds. That one that's loose at the bottom might help him if he can get it half ball. Played a bit more of a circumspect
35.
cannon, but no joy this time. Yeah, it was hitting the end red. It was like hitting a brick wall in a way, wasn't it? With no pace. So back to baulk cushion time.
Yes, and it's one of those matches where the safety is going to be important. They're both looking to attack, so need to be wary of not leaving any sort of chance.
Judd Trump, 35.
Good night to have a ticket. Every night is actually here, but this is a fascinating evening The Wilson-Robertson match is really interesting as well. Both players looking to turn a bit of a corner this season. Well, he's negotiated that very nicely, actually. The winner of this match plays John Higgins, who beat Mark Allen this afternoon.
Yeah, top quality. That safety shot. Didn't play that many, Thepchaiya, but that was a cracker. Got Judd on the back foot here, reds everywhere. No obvious path back to balk. Oh, very good. That is excellent. Better than excellent, actually.
It's the 10th ranking event Trump's played in this season. He's looking for his 7th quarter-final. Of course, he's won 3 titles, been runner-up in 2 of the ranking events, plus the Champion of Champions.
That's the reason Judd played the safety shot rather than take on that red. Thepchaiya has just attempted. He kind of knew that Thepchaiya would be tempted. And he looks sharp, doesn't he, Judd? He has done, yes, all season. There's a real difference to him these days than perhaps the last couple of years.
Brown ball.
Yeah, he said it himself, and I completely agree. I think he gets better round by round in these tournaments. Quite often he'll start slowly. We saw at the Crucible, he lost first round to Anthony McGill last year. Too slowly he started, but invariably he sort of works his way into the events, and hence his great record of winning these tournaments. Tends to play his best snooker when he absolutely has to at the end.
Yes, I actually think the most important frame, arguably, of Judd Trump's career was that decider against Thepchaiya the year he was champion. At the Crucible, I took the liberty of watching it back about an hour ago. It was
14.
quite something. That decider, 9-all at the Crucible. Thepchaiya on 25 went into the reds. They split everywhere. And he was unlucky on that occasion as well, because the cue ball landed where the balk line meets the side cushion. Colours all in the spots,
21.
reds everywhere. But for that, Judd Trump wouldn't have been champion that year.
22.
Yeah, there's a sort of alternative history out there, isn't it, of snooker shots that might have gone the other way, like Willie Thorne potting that blue, or even Steve potting that black. Anyway, we can only talk about what's actually happened, and Trump, of course, won the world title that year. He's won plenty since,
29.
and he's won this frame already.
30.
It really stung when he lost that respot in the Scottish Open, because maybe wasn't having the best time of it in general then. Was losing a few matches that maybe prior to that had been winning.
37.
But he's won all the others against Thepchaiya Un-Nooh. In fact, he beat him just after that at the English Open. Cheeky double. Very cheeky,
38.
as it turned out.
$45. 46.
Well, this cue ball is about to go on a grand tour. But the black's not in. Anyway, the frame's over. A swift start to what's likely to be a swift evening, no matter how many frames we have. 9 minutes, the opening frame. Judd Trump looking good already this evening, playing for a place in the quarterfinals of the German Masters and leading Thailand's Speed King, Thepchaiya Un-Nooh, 1-0. Thursday night at the Tempodrom here in Berlin. Thepchaiya Un-Nooh finds himself a frame behind to Judd Trump. They're playing for a place in the quarterfinals of this German Masters. For Thepchaiya Un-Nooh, it would be a 13th ranking event quarterfinal. For Trump, an 88th.
Yeah, so the moral of the story tonight, get your break off absolutely welded to that baulk cushion. Same red dispatched by Judd as Thepchaiya took care of in frame one. Lovely kiss on the brown too.
Five. 6.
Julian Bell, the referee this evening. Just making sure this pink is in the right spot. He's from Sheffield, the great snooker city, of course.
12. 13.
It's a bit of a purpose to Trump tonight. As I say, he played well as he's had to really so far, but maybe just subconsciously he feels he needs to step it up this evening. How's he got there here on the red? Didn't look
20.
like it.
Yeah, the shoulders were slumped on the way around. Be very tight. Now, if he has to bend it, it'll be with left hand side, so maybe off the far jaw. Yeah, good shot.
21.
And beautifully controlled with the cue ball. This is the one area, it's becoming quite a theme of the modern game, isn't it, with these players so powerful, going in with force, knock a red in the odd time. Nothing you can do about that, but plenty you can do about the shot itself. Played it nicely, but no joy this time.
26.
Never say never, though. Ooh, what a pot again. Boy, he looks sharp.
He's what he's so good at, just recovering. I mean, he was a bit unlucky maybe not to be on an easier red, but just pot anything, basically. All those centuries he's made in his career, indeed this season, haven't all been necessarily, you know, cue ball on a string, because it never is, but As I say, he just manages to recover. And now he's in nice position again. Going to the Reds again soon, but already good signs for Trump tonight.
32.
Yeah, another recovery needed. Black only just dropped.
40.
That's a clever shot, not playing on blue there. Because there's so many options from baulk colour. Oh, that's a fabulous shot as well. It's very difficult to judge that type of shot. Coming across the line of position. That's twice he's played that kind of shot. The pace has been superb.
45.
So, you want a good piece of the pink this time. Half ball's no good. Oh, he got the reds. Perfect. Absolutely perfect.
52. 53.
Yeah, the talent's there and all the potting and the shot making, we know that. That's what he does. But something that I don't think we speak enough about with Judd Trump, his attitude, I think, is the best there is in the game. I mean,
58.
His general attitude, I think, tournament to tournament, he's so hungry to win, a bit like the great Henry back in the day. And his attitude at the table 59. And in the chair is exemplary. He always looks hungry and up for it.
$66.
So this red for 2-0. Yeah, he's
67.
looking really good tonight. And as I say, in a way that's a tribute to his opponent, who can be devastating himself. But to be devastating, you need to be in. And Judd Trump has spent most of the night at
74.
the table. Remember, it was from his first shot in the frame.
75.
So 962 career
82.
centuries. Now, the man he's playing tomorrow, John Higgins, he's just ahead of him on the all-time list. Of course, John's been playing longer, but he's 5 in front. So the race is on to 1,000.
83. 89. 90.
I was asking Judd recently about the 1000th century whenever it comes. I was kind of asking him, or sort of pleading with him, do save it for a big event, you know, a big occasion. He kind of smiled. He was a bit non-committal about it.
97.
But let's hope when it comes, and it will, fairly soon, that it is a huge occasion. Oh, this is superb.
98.
Beautiful shot again.
Well, what a terrific performance in this second frame. There is the black for his 62nd century of the season. He's miles in front of everyone else on that list. Just feels like something's clicked tonight. This is the sort of form that Trump displayed earlier in the season when he won those 3 ranking events back to back.
110.
Well, what have you got for us with this brown? Doesn't matter, he's made the ton.
Judd
Another
Trump,
one for the list,
110
110 from Judd Trump, and in just 19 minutes, he's opened a 2-0 lead. Thepchaiya Un-Nooh seeing that if he leaves any sort of pot on, he could be in serious trouble tonight. Judd Trump looking good already, with 5 to target for a place in the quarterfinals. 2-0 to Judd Trump, but not only that, he's dominated proceedings. Thepchaiya Un-Nooh, he potted his first ball, didn't he? But since then, he's not
Judd Trump to break.
had a look in. Trump dominated frame 1, 110 in frame 2. These matches can turn. I mean, the break-off shot in the last frame was the key shot, really. Trump potted the long red, made the century. It can happen the other way round. Thepchaiya Un-Nooh capable of doing similar.
It's funny, that red that he's left, the same one right now and the one in frame 1 by Judd, albeit a better cue ball this time. It was the exact same red in the deciding frame of that Crucible encounter in the decider at 9-all. Thepchaiya swept it in. Was unlucky on that occasion, as he was in frame 1 tonight. Off he goes again. What damage? He certainly left 1 to the far right corner, but not easy.
Yeah, I mean, it must be said he was a bit unlucky as well in that opening frame, but when he knocked the red in pot in the black. But since then, you can see sort of the concern. He was concerned there. Have I left one? He sort of left a half chance. And it's middle of the pocket stuff from Trump. Very good. He's looking sharp tonight.
Yeah, just looking at the crowd there, I think it was a good move by the governing body to hold the top seeds over to the venue itself this year. You know, they only get, yeah, they had the European Masters in Nuremberg, but they only get it's a once-a-year gig here in Berlin, obviously, and it gives them more chance to get a session like tonight with Trump and Kyron and Robbo on the other table.
4.
Yeah, funnily enough, one of the great nights actually is quarterfinals night, which traditionally they play all 4 matches on the Friday night. Of course, tomorrow there'll be more chance to see more of them because there'll be 2 in the afternoon, 2 at night.
9.
Trump, if he wins, will be playing John Higgins. That's one to save it if it happens.
10.
A power stun with late screw in the cue ball, that was. To push even more reds into the open. Oh, look at this cue ball as well. Right, it's not
15.
the most startling shot in the world, but it's what's going to happen on the back of it, you suspect.
16.
He does. He's really looked better in 2 and a bit frames than I've seen in a long time.
Neil Robertson 2-0 up on Karen Wilson. So Robertson, who's been AWOL this season, and indeed for quite a bit of last, again starting to put it together.
24.
Joe Perry and Mark Davis, 2 real stalwarts of the tour, both beaten this morning. Both love the sport, don't they? And, you know, they got the night off, haven't they? Probably going home tomorrow, but where are they? They're in the arena watching and having a good old chinwag.
No doubt talking about the Arsenal.
31. 32.
Yeah, so this time it's got to disturb again. That little V of reds, get in the middle of those. Brilliant shot. Once again, not absolutely perfect. He's going to have to
39.
work the cue ball again in some way. If you play it right-handed, he's good with it. Not the best, but pretty good. I mean, he can even play a power stun with the opposite hand.
40.
Ooh.
So he's developed everything
45.
into a position not only to win the frame, but maybe with another century. The initial red he was left by Thepchaiya, wouldn't it? I certainly wouldn't have called it a gimme, the red to the green pocket.
46. $51. 52. 57. 58.
2 balls away from a 3-0 lead. We haven't been going half an hour. Talk about Thepchaiya being quick, but Trump has not hung around
65.
either. Pretty devastating, this.
66.
Yeah, I know it's still early, but I honestly don't
73.
think I've seen his cue ball this immaculate in a
74.
2 or 3 frame stretch than it has been tonight. It's devastating, actually.
15 seconds a shot. Yeah, and also he lost a big final to Ronnie
81.
O'Sullivan. He's 4-0 up, wasn't it, at the World Grand Prix? But there was no sulking. Just accept it didn't
82.
happen. We've got another tournament, this one. Get on with it. I'll come home with the trophy. Is the attitude. And if he plays like this the rest of the week, he will do, I'm sure.
89. 90.
Even there, immaculate cue ball.
So obviously he wants another century. This is the key
97.
shot. Red along the rail. Beautiful.
98.
Really was. Struck it perfectly. This is pretty sensational stuff tonight from Trump. An absolute exhibition
105.
of the highest quality snooker you'll see. Warmly appreciated by the Tempodrom crowd.
107. 110. 114. 119.
Okay, so just a basic in and out of bulk, back down for the black.
125.
No problem.
Well, ridiculous, really. Terrific, terrific from Judd Trump. What a break. He's getting better, if anything, with every frame. 132. And he's fully in command. Back-to-back centuries to lead Thepchaiya Un-Nooh 3-0. He needs just 2 more to reach the quarterfinals. What a performance. Well, it's an uphill battle, this, for Thepchaiya Un-Nooh. The first priority is not leave one on from the break-off here coming up. Because last time he sat out a century, and in frame 3, Trump made a total clearance 1-3-2.
Thepchaiya Un-Nooh to break.
Thepchaiya, he hadn't left an easy red, but Trump knocked it in all the same, so 3-0. He's had so far a total of 2.5 minutes table time. Because he was unlucky in frame 1 when he potted that black, knocked a red in the middle. He sort of didn't look as he went, as he broke off there. He went back to his seat, almost didn't want to look at what had happened. Yeah, he was right as well. Not to. Look at that.
Yeah, it's frightening, honestly. It really is frightening. And they've got something about them, these guys, that, you know, some of the best players in history. Judd's one of them. And when they're playing like this, they just are able to sort of make miracles happen, it seems.
6.
You know, that was a pretty good break-off, in all honesty.
7.
I mean, the fact that his cue ball was again so pristine on that black, it gives him, he can do whatever he likes with this red.
14.
Does he go power and get the cue ball back towards him, or just build it? Yeah, just building it for now.
15.
Just nudging another red into the open. He's got all the bases covered tonight.
Yeah, poor old Thepchaiya again. He's just sort of sat helpless there. As I say, if he wins the match, Trump, he'll land the 150,000 bet Victor bonus. I might chip in a few quid myself, actually, because it's great viewing, isn't it? It really is. If he can keep going at this level. We saw Ronnie O'Sullivan, didn't we, against Ding at the World Grand Prix, produce that extraordinary display.
23.
Yeah, good point, Dave. It is. It's 3 and a bit frames, but it's up there with that. It really is in terms of quality. I mean, we get numbers all the time, don't we? You know, 2 and 3 and 4 tons in the spin or things like that. It happens all the time, but it's the sheer quality of it.
$30. $31.
They are centre stage. Of course, there are 3 other tables. Neil Robertson 2-0 upon Karen Wilson in on table 2. Can watch all 4 tables on Discovery Plus.
Yeah. 37.
Helps actually that he plays right-handed with this shot with the rest. To reach it that bit easier.
38.
Innocent bystander at the moment, Thepchaiya. Yeah, 1 degree of angle, maybe 0.5 of an angle.
45.
And he somehow created it to get once again perfect on the red for the low black. Here
46.
we go then. Some sort of cannon. If this works out, it might be 3 on the spin. Tons.
$53. 54.
For once, he's gone half wrong.
59.
I don't know if he'd want to play that. He's actually very good with the rest. I don't think he would want to play this right-handed. Might be able to reach it. It's the first slightly loose positional shot he's played, and we're 3.5 frames in. But he's back to perfect again. Here we go. Beautifully played, actually. Ah, not this time. Not this time.
67.
Yeah, as you see, just needed to get on one there.
Is he on one?
There you go, he was. So
68.
Frame over, barring snookers. Now, as you say, can he make another century? I know one thing, his brother Jack won't have to say much to him at the interval, will he? There's no sort of rousing speech needed. Maybe just where we're going for dinner in half an hour, because this has been an onslaught. Once again, Thepchaiya there, all he did was break off.
74.
Yeah, also I think it's a good point you make. Also, I don't think there'll be any well dones from Jack either. It'll be right, okay, good, let's go again. How's the split? Does he have the plant?
79.
The thing is, 79 ain't enough. He wants to make another century. That's his sort of mindset. He's going to try and make this, I think. And he has.
80.
Well, you got to feel for Thepchaiya Un-Nooh. Such a great talent. People love watching him, but he's been watching tonight. The pink stays out.
Trump. 80.
It'll annoy him, actually, but my word, what a performance so far from Judd Trump. 98% pot success. He's had breaks of 110, 132, 80. He leads 4-0 within 36 minutes. It's been a wonderful display by the twice German Masters champion, and poor Thepchaiya Un-Nooh has barely had a look in. When they're returning 15 minutes, Trump needs one more to reach the quarterfinals. So Judd Trump and Thepchaiya Un-Nooh returning. Trump just one away from victory. Judd Trump 4, Thepchaiya Un-Nooh 0. It really is 4-0. Total points, Trump 410, Thepchaiya 1. Trump's had 2 centuries, could have had a third, broke down on 80, missed that pink in frame 4, but otherwise it's been really brilliant display. There you see the match time, just 36 minutes. Nine-minute average frame time. I mean, we talk about Thepchaiya being quick, and he is, but he's just barely had it looking so far tonight. Got to be careful here as well. Can't leave a red on here.
Foul. The miss. Judd Trump 4.
No problem with the line then, so minor adjustment. Shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah.
The fastest official best of 9 was 44 minutes. Ronnie O'Sullivan in his first season in the Grand Prix qualifiers. So don't think that'll be beaten here. Doesn't want to brush off it and leave a red on. Just about okay. Just about. There was an unofficial match as well. I say it wasn't officially timed, but it was sort of timed after the event. Tony Drager, won't surprise you, won that one in just 34 minutes. Well, he did leave a red on. My word, what a great pot. He's potting everything.
That was an astonishing shot. He stunned it in. Awkward bridging. Here's another. If this works out. Oh, not this time.
Your trump, 1.
So can Thepchaiya somehow just get at the table for a couple of minutes? Not the easiest starter. Half ball, half blind. Yeah, nicely done.
1.
Yeah, 38 minutes since he potted that first ball, wasn't it? The long red and then the black, and then in potting the black, he knocked a red in the middle. Trying to get everything into play here. Make something happen. I mean, he absolutely deserved to be on something, didn't he? So this is a chance, and we know that he can do it as well. He can put the breaks together. He's feeling a bit battered and bruised, I'm sure, this evening. But he once made 5 centuries in a best of 11 in the UK Championship against Stephen Hendry. No less, so you can do it against the best.
Nine. $14. $15.
Yeah, that was clever getting rid of that red. So any of those 2 reds nearest the black gives him good access to get about his own business. But a wee bit of a decel there. So the cue ball has been lost fractionally.
20.
He's got to steady himself here. Ah, nice.
21. $28. $29.
Server wants its trumpet, sitting in his seat. Thepchaiya Un-Nooh, because he was briefly in the top 16, going back
36.
4 years now, but it was only a year later that he had to win a match to stay on the tour and the world qualifying. So his form is quite erratic,
37.
but when he plays his best, my word, he's something special.
$44. $45.
Oh, lovely. Exactly as played. He's actually unfortunate to lose the cue ball near the side cushion. Ah, beautiful
53.
again. Good response, this. Hasn't enjoyed any chip and dip of his own, but welcome to the party, Thepchaiya. At long last. Well, not long, but at last.
Foul.
Would you believe it?
Miss.
Would you believe it? A miscue.
Good trump
Wow.
7.
Just as
Thepchaiya Un-Nooh, 52.
the stage was set for him to win a frame and win it handsomely. Horrible. Of course, it is. Well, it has to be a foul. He jumped over the black. Could have left an easier pot, I guess. But in it goes. Cue ball stays out, so this is a chance for Trump to win, and this really would rub it in, wouldn't it, if he could now, from that horrible miscue, clear up and win the match.
Yeah, in a lot of ways it was a typical Thepchaiya break, wasn't it? You were never quite certain of how it was going to finish. We didn't suspect it would be on the end of a miscue, but here we go then. Judd, they're all there for him. And the way he's played tonight,
7.
it'd be a big surprise if he doesn't clear.
Yeah, just a word on the bonus that he would win the 150,000. Last year, of course, it
14.
was settled at the Welsh Open. That is still the last event, but if he wins this match tonight, no one can catch him. So
50.
it shows how he's dominated the events in that series. Yeah, well, horrible for Thepchaiya Un-Nooh.
$22.
Yeah, Trump was runner-up in the European Masters. He won the English and Northern
23.
Ireland Opens, both part of the series, so he's always the big favourite to land the bonus.
$30. $31.
Tight right behind the red where shouldn't be a problem with a pot. Decent position on black or pink,
39.
which that is. And the brown being off the spot makes position on this yellow not a problem whatsoever. Couple of cushions. Oh, but the black goes astray.
Judd trump 39.
Well, that is a surprise, isn't it? That is amazing, really. The match was basically done, you felt. And he misses this. Overcut it. Thepchaiya Un-Nooh, sure, was sort of almost getting ready to collect his things there. Ready for the exit.
$5.
Just left this a little bit awkward. Saw him working on the tip as well after the miscue.
$9.
So he needs the blue, and it should be 4-1. Judd Trump had the chance to complete the whitewash. Overcut the black though from the last red, and Thepchaiya Un-Nooh, maybe to his own surprise, he's going to be going into another frame. That'll annoy Trump, you know, that he might win 5-1, but obviously it's less flawless then, isn't it, than a 5-0 whitewash in about 45 minutes. Well, the pink stays out, so one snooker needed.
Yeah, I'm afraid.
Seen enough. He'd be annoyed at that, despite all the good play. These top players set themselves very high standards, and he had the chance to clear. He didn't take it. So Thepchaiya Un-Nooh is on the scoreboard. Trump still, of course, a heavy favourite though to progress to a quarter-final meeting with John Higgins. He leads here 4-1 in Berlin. So not over yet on the main table. 4-1 now to Judd Trump. He had the chance to complete the whitewash.
Thank you, frame 6. Thepchaiya Un-Nooh to break.
Despite that horrible miscue on that black, did win the frame in the end. And now little things are happening, aren't they? You know, it's not the great break-off with the red going down the table, but he's not left it on. So it's under the snooker gods are saying, well, you didn't win that match there, so make things a bit difficult for you, maybe.
Yeah, and also just the very fact that Thepchaiya switched sides with his break-off there. It sort of tells Judd, I'm still trying to think and create something and throw a little spanner in your works. And that's good. It's a good move to make. Yeah, I mean, 4-1 behind, he's massively up against it. But the only way you'll guarantee losing is by throwing in the towel mentally. So he hasn't done that, and that's good.
One.
Good shot. I wasn't surprised he didn't play on for that snooker. Trump had just had enough of that frame. Get on with the next one. He's playing well in general. It's one slip-up in an evening of brilliant snooker from him. He's still, of course, one frame away from victory. Worth saying as well, one of their meetings was in the World Open final back in 2019. The last time that was actually staged until this season. It's coming up in March. So we're looking forward to that one in Yushan. Trump's been seeded through as defending champion.
Four.
But Thepchaiya actually lost in the qualifiers.
Judd Trump. 4.
Yeah, Trump's pot success has plummeted to 96% now after a couple of misses. Shows how what a standard he was playing at before. I don't want him though. You don't want sort of 4-2. Suddenly your opponent starts feeling good. You never know what could happen then.
1.
This match really, he would feel, should have been over there. He had the chance, good chance to clear up.
Thepchaiya Un-Nooh. 1.
There you are, you see the snooker gods. Didn't hit it well, did he? But the double kiss, white and behind the brown, thank you very much.
The cue ball just sort of took a dive to the left as it went past the yellow. More snooker gods. We don't need proof that they exist, David, do they? They do, and that's final.
Yeah, I think, without getting too heavy about it, any god, if you believe in them, exists. And in snooker, everyone believes in them, because we've seen it happen.
And if you don't, they'll punish you. Yeah, it seems to be the way, doesn't it? Not this time in behind the yellow.
Foul. Yes. Thepchaiya Un-Nooh.
It looked quite comical, that. I mean, Judd won't see the funny side of it because he's left a red, just obviously playing the thinnest of contacts. So
1.
a little chance here for Thepchaiya. Don't see him refusing the black if it goes. You'd think he'd be bound to be on a red. So a big shot now. If he He plays this black, thin cut. Very good.
Eight. Nine. 16. 17.
'It's just a funny
24.
old game, isn't it? Because he was basically out, wasn't he? I mean, he was out. He miscued. Trump was clearing up. The way he'd played up to then, you think he
25.
can't miss. He did. And since he missed that black in the previous frame, he was on nicely on the yellow. I'm sure he would have put them away. Everything's gone wrong for Trump.
$32. 33. 40.
Yeah, he's just looking at. He's going to have to disturb something at some point, even though he's building a nice lead.
41.
Yeah, loose reds at a premium, so perhaps almost try and miss them in the middle of them there. Not this time. The yellow will loom large,
47.
though. Nice target off a couple of cushions, nestle in behind it.
Thepchaiya Un-Nooh, 47.
For the first time in the match, Judd's marginally on the back foot, as David said. A 4-2, all of a sudden. Got a different feel about it, this match. Is he going to press with this, take the pot on? He did. And he should pay for it.
One.
So the Tempodrom
8.
crowd maybe assumed that by now they'd just be watching the three side tables, but not a bit of it. Thepchaiya Un-Nooh still in this.
9.
And of course, the speed he plays, he's capable of rattling frames off in no time at all. Still needs another red after this black for 4-2. Getting interesting, isn't it? It was kind of, we were writing the obituaries on this
16.
match about 20 minutes ago.
17.
Trump has sort of entered the twilight zone a little bit, hasn't he? Everything going wrong suddenly when nothing had gone wrong before. He missed that pot in the last
24.
frame. And, well, Getting interesting.
25.
I was just curious there, but I know the frame's gone, just that
32.
shot he's played, so no ill effects of the miscue earlier, so that's good.
33.
Able to play a deep screw, no problem. I was worried he'd maybe do a little bit of damage to your tip, but no problems on that score.
$40. 41.
They have a shot times trump just a shade under 16 seconds. Thepchaiya Un-Nooh just a shade
48. over. 49. 54.
Good stuff from Thepchaiya. You know, his head didn't drop. He was ready to win that last frame when he
56.
got the unexpected chance. Played a good one here, made a nice break.
59.
Remember, coming back after the interval, he only scored 1 point in the first 4 frames.
63. 68.
So a little bit suddenly for Trump to think about. Had the chance to win 5-0, but this match isn't done yet, and Thepchaiya Un-Nooh is coming to the party well and truly. Black just stays out, but a dashing 74, that's a typical Thepchaiya Un-Nooh break that. Just 3 minutes it took to make it. And, well, maybe we have a match on our hands after all. Judd Trump 4-0, had the chance to win 5-0, wasn't to be. Now it's 4-2. He still needs 1 for victory. Judd Trump 4, Thepchaiya Un-Nooh 2. The other 3 matches all 2 each. But this one has got really interesting. It was 4-0. Trump was clearing up for 5-0. Didn't make the clearance. Everything went wrong in frame 6 for him. Thepchaiya made a 74 break. So he's still got to get the job done. Still needs 1 more frame, not only to reach the quarterfinals and set up a meeting with John Higgins, but also to pocket the £150,000 Bet Victor bonus prize.
Oh, needs cover badly. Oh, he's got it. Has he got it in the straight red to corner? Well, the smile, I'm not, well, no, not good news for Thepchaiya fans, the red's on. So can he find a good piece of ball striking? Yes.
1.
Very good.
Yeah, that sort of smile hid a lot of agony, didn't it, as he realised he'd left it on. So can Trump refocus and get it won? The irony is, of course, he now has a chance to make another century. But he just wants the match won. He wants to get to 5, put this away,
8.
and focus and dwell on the good stuff tonight. And there's been plenty of that. Just an hour's playing time as well. It's been really speedy stuff.
9. 12.
Yeah, that was a fantastic part, and that was Thepchaiya's reaction. His long game actually against Matthew Stevens the other day, at one point he was 0 from 8 Trump, but tonight 4 out of 5 from distance.
13.
Yeah, he was thinking there about trying to pinch the pocket. It's pretty much bolt straight, isn't it? So I don't think that would be advisable at the moment. Mid-range red, no problem usually for Judd.
$18. $19.
Well, that lady, the clue is the tattoo on her arm. She's a big Judd Trump fan. Suddenly it's become a bit nail-biting. I'm sure she was enjoying it earlier. But he has his chance.
26.
Yeah, the ace is, of course, his nickname is the ace in the pack.
$27.
Does he have the red to far corner? If he does,
34.
he's a lucky boy. Because that was not a good shot at all. That one was, though. So back in prime position. He did well there, actually. He didn't want to show out any disappointment to Thepchaiya and give him any encouragement. Just got on with it. And that was beautifully played.
42.
Just there, just waiting for him. Mop them up. Probably another 4 red colours.
43.
He'll be through to play his old adversary, John Higgins.
Yeah, a couple of memorable matches already this season alone between those two semis, the European Masters and, of course, the English Open, when he came back to beat him from 5-2 down. That was the start of the great run of the 3 wins in a row. Always fascinating when they play each other. This was the recovery pot.
49. $50.
Well, he's just got to hope that something goes wrong, and of course it did in frame 5.
$57. It's been a break as well, this sort of steely resolve that you need the talent and the flair and the shot making and everything else is one thing.
58.
You're going to get asked plenty of questions as a professional snooker player, and Judd's well used to that. But he's come up with the answers big time in this crucial frame to get over the line at last. He's there now. Shouldn't be a problem.
65.
Well, it was a late rally. He kind of knew, didn't he, when he'd left that red on? He kind of thought, yeah, that could be it. So Judd
66.
Trump then, this black is effectively worth £150,000 because, barring snookers, he's won the match and he's won the Bet Victor European Series bonus as well. But of course, he's not just that ball, it's all the matches, the tournaments he's won this season that left him as the red-hot favourite coming to Berlin to win that bonus with a tournament to spare. The Welsh Open's not going to come into
74.
it. Nobody can catch him now. And the irony of not closing it out earlier is he can now make a 3rd century, which means he'd go through to play John Higgins in the quarter-finals, and there'd only be 2 centuries between
81.
them all time.
82. $87. 88.
absolutely no point dwelling on the odd mistake. He's been sensational this evening, Trump. It's his best he's played by far all week.
94.
Scintillating at times. And showing his mettle here to finish it off like this.
95.
The blue then to complete victory with a third century. Magnificent from Judd Trump.
100.
This is the sort of performance worthy of that bonus prize he's going to be collecting. He's not done yet.
101. $108. 110.
Yeah, it's one of those statement performances, hasn't it, tonight? I mean, before the
130.
interval, as David said, he was utterly breathtaking. Good on Thepchaiya for sticking in there as best he could, but in
170.
the end, Trump was just too strong.
$122.
The scenic route for the pink. And for the black.
128.
What a talent, what a player, what a champion. What a finish.
135.
Judd Trump, 135, a total clearance to win it. It was such an entertaining contest. Thepchaiya's pretending he didn't want to get out of his seat. He played his part, he did put a bit of pressure on, but my word, Trump responded. Fantastic display of snooker. 3 centuries tonight to take his tally to 64. He's landed the Bet Victor European bonus as well of £150,000.